Hello and welcome to the mystical station that is Crewe.
Welcome to Crewe. It's a nice station, but does need a bit of TLC, I imagine. Look at this roof. It's not really a roof, is it? It's kind of like it's almost like glorified scaffolding.
Yeah, roof my arse.
Yeah, if you stand under here, you're gonna get wet.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we doing today?
Okay, so we are going to be comparing which is the best route to go from Crewe to Manchester. Now, we're not talking about Northern because that's a slow route, and we might do that another day. But we're doing which is the best route between Crewe and Manchester, the fast way. Either Avanti West Coast, which is what Ewan will be taking.
Yep, I'll be taking an Avanti West Coast Pendolino.
Or Transport for Wales, which is what I'll be taking. You know, I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat today.
I haven't either, and I've heard that Avanti West Coast bacon sandwiches are quite nice, so I'll have to try one of them out.
Yes, so I think let's go and try out the food, try out the trains, and, well, I'll see you in Manchester.
And I will see you in Manchester. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I will say, these are a lot better than I remember them. They're definitely the smoothest riding CAF trains. Like, you do feel bumps, they're definitely no Pendolino or anything, but for what they do, for what they are, they're pretty smooth. The lights are at a good ambient setting. They're nice, and the train feels welcoming, unlike what a Pendolino feels. Pendolino feels very high-end, upper-class, posh, and can sometimes feel quite stuffy. Whereas this feels very open and airy. It's got much nicer, wider windows than the Pendolino. The window alignment is a lot better on these than on Pendolinos. So I think overall, interior-wise, these win. So, yeah, I'd like to see what Ewan's point of view is on the interior of the Pendolino.
Okay, so now at the platform at Crewe, waiting for my Avanti West Coast train to pull in. So yeah, I will see you on the Avanti West Coast train. Hang on, this isn't the West Midlands. What's this train doing here? Are very, very positive with this train. It's an 11-car Pendolino train and it's practically empty. I pretty much have the entire carriage seat to myself, only a couple of people more on the train. The seats themselves are very, very nice, very, very plush and comfortable. Good support, nice headrest, so very comfortable for the journey up towards Manchester. And there is a plug socket, however, when I put the plug sockets to work, I think I have a defective charger that's not to do with Avanti West Coast. Yeah, so far, very positive. And these trains, despite being pretty old, they're from 2002, so it's the same age as me almost. They've had a refresh in recent years with new interiors, new carpets, new seats, and they are very, very smart, nice modern units. So, that's the seat done. I'm now going to go to the shop, which is just over there, and get some food and review what food and drink Avanti West Coast had to offer on their services up to Manchester.
Right, so I've got my food and actually quite a selection. So you've got a pack of crisps, generic stuff. You've got some stroopwafels, some really nice looking shortbread. When we get to the drinks, so they're doing a 2-for-1 deal on cider. So I got myself some cider there, save that for later. Obviously got soft drink to go with that, and a nice hot chocolate, all for a very reasonable price. And over to you, Ewan.
Alright, so I have a large grey bag of stuff to go through. First of all, I've got myself a nice cup of tea, and a pretty good sized cup. I've then got myself a very, very hot and steamy bacon sandwich. I have myself a chocolate bar. Now, Avanti West Coast have what is called a meal deal service, which means you get a hot drink, a breakfast roll or a hot meal, and a snack, and for £6.50, which honestly, for all this on a train, is not actually that bad. I also got ketchup for my bacon sandwich, so I'm going to eat this and I'm going to let you know what I think of it.
Arriving into Manchester, that hot chocolate is just what I needed. After a very, very, very early start to the day at 3 a.m. and not having anything until now, which is like 9:30. Well, 10:07 now. Yeah, needed the hot chocolate. Anyway, pulling into Piccadilly. What a station, Ardwick. I'm really excited for stroopwafels. Been craving these for so long. And shortbread, you can't go wrong with shortbread, and this looks to be really nicely sugar coated. So, good shortbread that. Good scrap. So we're pulling into Manchester. Honestly, I've really enjoyed the journey. Like, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, because I don't have a great history with CAF trains. A lot of CAF trains I've been on I really didn't like. These are actually quite nice. And that, actually for a CAF train, they're very quiet. Like, you really don't hear much in the way of engine, which is good to hear. Because sometimes on CAF trains you can just hear blaring engine all the time, especially on northern ones. Not West Midlands ones are the worst. They are. But yeah, these are. It's been nice. Like this journey. Anyway, pulling into Manchester. I've still got some snacks with me to keep me company while I wait for Ewan's train. And we will do a summary when we get to Manchester. So, about to pull in. I will see you at Manchester.
Also finished my bacon sandwich, and honestly, it was rather nice. I do approve of Avanti West Coast bacon sandwiches. Bacon was nice and crispy, which is how I like it. Bread was nice and soft. So yeah, I approve. I also have a dairy milk chocolate bar, and like I said, I also have a cup of tea. Also very, very nice. So yeah, for catering with Avanti West Coast, you're definitely not have the options. The shop is open all the time. You can just kind of walk up and go and have yourself. There's no trolley service. You don't have to wait for a trolley person to come around and get your food. Just walk up to the shop, grab whatever you want. It does, however, shut at Stockport. So if you want to get something, make sure you, on your journey between Crewe and Manchester, make sure you get it before Stockport, because that's when the shop shuts. So yeah, catering wise, Avanti West Coast is right down to a T, I think. welcoming, and the staff have been friendly. The ticket inspector came around, very, very nice, very, very nice. The woman at the shop, also very nice. So yeah, well done, Avanti West Coast. You've certainly impressed me.
Manchester Piccadilly only.
Okay, and we are here at Manchester Piccadilly with 150 behind us. You don't have to spell out doom twice. Express Midlands 323 there. Anyway, yeah. So we're here at Manchester Piccadilly, and I thoroughly enjoyed that journey. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, you could feel imperfections every now and then, but it is so much better than every other CAF train I've been on in the UK. The ride quality is so much smoother. Like, there were sections of the line I did not think it was CAF. I was just like, oh, it's just really a CAF train, because it was so smooth. But the ride was so smooth for CAF standards. Genuinely the smoothest CAF train I've been on in the UK. I am very impressed with the TfW 197s. The food service, while being limited due to only being a snack service, was still present at a good price and was overall just nice, and the server was very pleasant and helpful. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for Ewan to come back in, and we will see how his journey on Avanti went. Right, and that is all of that over.
It is. So yes, we're both at Manchester.
And honestly, we're both very happy with our journeys.
Oh, we are. I mentioned in the video, the Avanti West Coast is really, really good. Good catering, good seat comfort. I really couldn't fault it, to be being brutally honest.
As pretty much the same for TfW, as like the seats were a lot better than I expected them to be. Obviously, nothing compared to like a Lumo seat or something, but still a lot better than I expected them to be. The interiors were really nice and spacious. The train was quiet, and really rarely for CAF, the ride was smooth, and the catering on board was very good.
Yeah, the catering on board Avanti was pretty good as well. And it is a shop. There's no trolley service, so you can just walk up and go whenever you want, except after Stockport when it closes. But you can just walk up, grab whatever you want when you want. So that's really, really kind of the convenience as well. Like, you might be hungry, but the trolley service is like 3 cars away. Whereas on the Pendulum, you just walk up and go and grab whatever you want. Yeah, so I think in regards to which way you should go and which one I would recommend, I think whichever. They're both pretty good. Like, there's no really like one's better than the other. I think they're both pretty good. So if you're at Crewe and you're coming to Manchester, we would recommend either of them. They're both pretty good.
Yeah, obviously Avanti has the edge when it comes to length of train. Obviously it's greener and it can go a bit faster. But if you want a more open and airy feeling train, if you want a more open and airy feeling train, then the 197 will be the way to go due to the Pendolino's smaller windows.
Yeah. So if you're at Crewe and you're waiting to come back to Manchester, we would recommend both of them. Yes. They are both really, really good. Anyway, that has been the end of this video. I have been Ewan.
And I've been Willow, and we will see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.